Behind the Law, but a great show for you this morning on the actual radio. But first, the team to my right, her hair is down and upish at the same time, and curly black dress number 8 is the beautiful Briana. Hello, Briana.
Hello, Justin.
Directly in front of me, it is his collared Adidas t-shirt. It is Lurch. Greetings.
Greetings.
321-339-1055.
And now it's time for the opening statement. This should be interesting.
A world record for New Year's resolutions this year, I can guarantee it. Everyone had a weird year. In fact, I'm tired of even saying I'm so glad to be out of 2020 now. I'm almost sick of that. Let's just put it behind us and be done with it. But I know more of you have New Year's resolutions this year than any time in history. And it's because we didn't take care of ourselves last year. I mean, Lurch, he went to Taco Bell more than ever before.
Actually, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Justin clearly drank more White Claws and others than ever before.
Than anyone else.
Briana, I think you drank more and did more non-radio show interviews than ever before, including over the break. We'll get to that. But let's go around the room quickly before we really get to the meat of the show.
Okay.
New Year's resolutions, Lurch, for you. Anything.
Lose 12 to 15 pounds.
12 to 15? Look at you.
Where's it coming from?
Is your ass grown or something?
Right, I'm sorry.
Because you don't look any bigger to me.
In the stomach area.
Really? Oh, someone's not happy in the front of the mirror right now.
Shirt's fitting a little tight. Tighter than me like.
Oh, he's going to have to stop wearing the tight t-shirts.
He said, wearing the loose t-shirts.
I'm going to have to go to large soon.
Maybe stop ironing your t-shirts and the wrinkles will cover up the wrinkles.
Right, just let them hang loose. It's fine.
It's all soccer related.
All right, so any other resolutions, that's kind of it for you.
Yeah.
Briana, you're not a big resolution girl. I know. But I know you have some this year. What are they?
Not really.
Nothing. You have nothing.
No, I have like to-do lists, but they're not like resolutions. It's things I want to do in like certain time spans. So like I look at my 1 year, my 3 year, my 5 year,
okay.
And I'm like, all right, if this is like year 5, what's left on the whole to-do list? It's not really a resolution. It's just like this is what I want to accomplish in an amount of time.
We'd like to hear a couple.
Okay, there's certain books I want to read.
Oh.
So that's, again, it's a to-do list. They're not resolutions.
What book?
Okay.
Just, I don't know.
No, please. If we're gonna bore everyone with this book reading
I'm not
thing,
gonna open my app.
we
and
might
look
as
through
well
the books.
go ahead. Look, if we're gonna talk about reading books, might as well do it. Which books? I'm sorry. I'm awake now, actually. Sorry.
I thought that was playing during the intro.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, what TV show do you have this weekend?
All right, so outside of reading a few good books, and do you actually buy the book or do you do it on the Kindle? How do you read books anymore? Do you actually go to the library and check them out, or?
No, I don't have a library card.
So I mean, they don't even have these bookstores anymore, do they? Didn't they all shut down? Are there any bookstores left?
Yeah, there's Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, one. Where is
The only
that?
one I know is the one in the Altamont Mall.
Brands. Yeah, there's a bunch of them though.
I mean, how do they survive?
I mean, they Kindle. they sell ebooks. They sell books online. I mean, they have Starbucks are at each of them. I mean, you know.
So you go buy an online book at the bookstore? That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, they have online books, is what I'm saying.
What?
I guess he was talking about the actual physical store if people are going in there.
Because sometimes online sales can sustain the actual physical store. And they also are anchored with Starbucks. So a lot of people go and patronize the Starbucks, but they also control the Starbucks.
Outside of reading books, what do you have to check off on your 5-year plan over the next, say, quarter? In 2021, now that we're there. Now that we're here. Anything else?
Not really, no. What about you?
Babies. Any babies? No, you don't
Why
want to
didn't
go
you
there?
ask Lurch that? What the hell? He's getting married.
Well, yeah, we have to get married
He's
first.
got stuff.
Yeah.
First comes love, then comes marriage. Okay, Lurch.
With us, first came babies, then came love, still waiting on marriage. We went the opposite. Bass ass backwards, or however you say it.
It's totally good. She's got the ring, so we're like partway there.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
We've been engaged for almost a decade.
Why don't you guys just set a date and then commit to that date?
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. I've
March.
just been busy.
Let's
March
just set a date.
2021.
I've been busy.
March 2021.
March
For
2021.
you.
You can apply online now, right? You're in Seminole County.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah?
that one of the perks of living in Seminole?
And you know people.
We could just set
Yeah.
a date for them and
Actually.
then just like, can we just get you guys married on the air?
I mean, it might as well if we're gonna do it. But
Pilar, chime in.
yeah, I mean,
Let's just
might
set
as well.
a date and then get you guys
might
married.
as well get a bit out of it, right? I'm serious.
I'm gonna showcase that divorce too. You guys split.
3, 2, yeah.
No. You
What?
haven't told us about yours.
321-339-1055. So I don't have very many either.
You don't have very many. That's good.
But I think I need to get down to about 187, 190 by the end of the first quarter.
those
Very easy to do.
Are those resolutions though? Or
Yeah,
are those like
that's a goal, a resolution. I mean, what the hell else is
It's a
it?
goal.
what people like just do at the beginning
I
of the year? 'cause they-
understand it's cliche
They
and
binge.
annoying, but don't you think many of us put on some extra LBs last year? Yes,
Yeah.
we sure did. Because first of all, we just didn't care. Number two, it's like it was just a stressful year for a lot of people. It was.
Actually, my
That's-
New Year's resolution is to eat better, like healthier, instead
okay.
of fast food
Whoa.
all the time.
So is that a resolution then, or is
I
that
think
a
so
goal?
because that's something that he wouldn't normally do like at all.
yeah.
Whereas you definitely, this is probably what the 4th year that I've seen for January for you.
Same
Yeah.
resolution.
So
That's
it's
not
not a
true.
resolution, but I would say like you have a habit almost.
And
like you
then-
stop drinking.
And then the first quarter,
And the first quarter
of
of the
this year, no booze at all, unless traveling.
See,
No booze unless traveling.
But
Just like I did in
but only
2000.
the first quarter.
Well, look, we'll take it quarter by quarter. I don't want to overcommit or overpromise
I
anything.
couldn't say the whole year.
So yeah. Now I'm going to say first quarter. I like to do things quarter by quarter.
Yeah,
Quarter by quarter.
and then
That's easier. As a business
mid-February.
guy,
Okay, so
No.
speaking of, did
All
you
right.
drink anything this past weekend?
not Saturday or Sunday. Friday. Friday was New Year's Day, and we had a party down at her uncle's house. But not Saturday or Sunday.
So Saturday, Sunday, you did not drink anything.
No. Nothing.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nothing.
Have you had anything to drink today?
I
I didn't
did.
want to say anything, but
I had a coffee, Red Bull, and now I'm on my second coffee.
Alcoholic drink.
right.
And I'm not trying to negatize the show either, but you've heard me on this show many times on Monday say, please save your, wow, another week to change the world post. Well, I double dog dislike you today on this Monday with your positive post.
How dare you?
But in fact, my negativity has really rubbed off on my 8-year-old too.
Oh.
I mean, she wouldn't get out of bed. She started crying on her way to school. She was like, Daddy, Mondays suck. And I was like, I probably could not do this in front of her. Because I almost cry every Monday morning. And don't laugh at me because you were late today.
Same.
Briana wasn't even on time on the day one show of the year. Show number 1 of the year. You rolled at like 9:45.
Because I didn't want to be here. Let me be honest with you.
I mean,
guys.
we're supposed to be all excited. Yes. Oh, a new year. The world is my oyster. Don't post that today. If you're one of these Monday positive people, at least wait till next week.
I walked in and looked at Justin. We had like that look of just like, nah, I feel you. No, I get it. It's fine.
A look of disgust.
Basically, like,
That's what it was.
And here we go again.
Although I will say Justin did come on time today. He was here like 8:30 sharp.
Was he? Look at him.
I was afraid that there would be traffic. I was afraid people's resolution would be go back to the office on the first Monday of the
true.
year. But I breezed right in.
Yeah, they're not.
In
doing
fact,
that.
probably less traffic than normal, which is very weird to me.
I like it.
Let's hit some text messages. May we? Welcome back. Hope you had a great vacay. Hope you missed us a little bit. Lee is here. Good morning, Lee. Welcome back, ladies and gentle dogs. I missed you, buddy. We missed you too,
Missed
pal.
you too, Lee.
Colin checks in. Good morning, Colin. Already accused of being drunk because I'm excited to be at work and not at the house.
Oh,
Whilst everyone else has a case of the Mondays.
not the wild.
Colin's happy to get the hell out of the house. He's like, I'm out.
My boy dropping language from 1800s. He said,
Whilst.
whilst. Whilst out here.
Franklin the mailman is here. What's up, Franklin? Good morning, y'all. Glad y'all are back. I've been at work since 5:30 a.m. Casing political mail and getting packages together sucks. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Now, this is return season probably for FedEx
that's
people, don't you
right.
think? I know that I have a big box on the front of my porch right now.
Where's it going?
It's back to wherever it was purchased. I don't know where. I mean, look, let's be honest. As the the person who pays the significant portion of the bills, that's the right direction.
Away.
I much prefer, I prefer packages that are waiting to be picked up as opposed to packages that are being dropped off.
That's true.
Because you know what that means? Refund.
Right, refund to the wallet.
Refund.
Real nice.
It's the right way. It is the way to go. By all means, people at my house, you repackage that stuff and call for pickup. I'm good with this.
Is that Pilar's resolution?
There's
Save you more
nothing.
money?
There's nothing that I like more than seeing packages put on the front porch for restocking. I don't even pay a restocking fee. I don't care. We got enough crap laying around. I mean, we can even return some gifts from last year if you want. 2 Christmases ago. I don't care. Send it back. Restocking fee, schmocking fee. I don't care. I'll pay that. 20%, fine.
Sophia's in class listening like, how dare he?
Actually, our teachers.
Everybody's listening.
Daryl the pest guy, what's up? Welcome back. Hope y'all had a safe and happy holidays. We sure did. Thank you, buddy. Dave the drummer is here. What's up, Dave? Good morning, gang. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and New Year. Glad you're back. New Year's resolution is to learn golf. Don't do it, Dave. Terrible plan. I'm in semi-retirement from golf. And let me be honest, golf doesn't miss me. You know, it's not like I was tearing up the courses to begin with. But I used to play twice a week. And then, look, I mean, you got to do radio. You got a law firm, 2 kids. Something had to go for me. And that was golf. It's a great place to drink and hang out with your buddies, though.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, maybe I'll get back into it. Great idea, actually, Dave.
But next quarter, right?
Next quarter.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh.
Mike chimed in on Facebook. He said he's on his way to the UPS store now to drop off a package.
I thought they would pick him up at my house.
I don't know.
James is here. What's up, James? Quarter by quarter genius. I'm in. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Missed you guys. We missed you too.
Sure did.
Sean is here. What's up, Sean? Good morning, Justin and crew. Welcome back. Happy New Year's.
Hey.
Sean, by the way, we have a story later about some idiot in your town of Jacksonville who drove a bulldozer through the hospital maternity ward.
Yes.
So maybe do a little research on that for me before we get to that story later.
Make sure you don't know the guy before we blast him. 'Cause we put him on blast.
Florida man didn't waste any time this year. He got right into it on Jan
Right
1.
into it.
He's like, what am I going to do with the bulldozer? I don't know, run it through the maternity ward at the local hospital, of course. Karen is here. What's up, Karen? Welcome back, friends. I sure did miss you guys. I decided to make a resolution of putting on makeup more. I just kind of go all natural all the time. I need to look a little nicer every day.
Look at her.
Karen, you don't need makeup. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for these Kylie Jenner posts. You don't need that.
The way you fall for them.
Right.
My mother checks in. Hello, Mom. First rule of 2021. Don't talk about 2020. Happy New Year. Love you guys. Coffee is much better this morning with Justin, Lurch, and Briana.
Aw.
Thank you, Mom.
She's such a sweetheart.
Keith checks in. Good morning. So missed you guys. Welcome back and glad to hear you. Got the virus from my holidays and making a speedy recovery. Feeling better today, 21 days later. Just glad to hear you all this AM so helps. Thanks, brother. I hope you're doing better. You know, I know Keith is in Texas, I believe, but a lot of people in Florida have also gotten that virus since we've been gone. I mean, I'm not particularly worried about it. I'm just saying, just a lot of people. I mean, it was
been quite a few.
just as I predicted. I said the cases are going to go up to 12 to 15,000 a day and blah, blah, blah. And
Just as you predicted, coronavirus trumped the shark.
that was in February or March or whatever. I think February.
And you've only been getting wrong. Happy New Year.
That hasn't changed.
Colin said, send that package back from whence it came.
From whence? Keep them coming, Colin.
Colin Shakespeare today. Good job, buddy. Fish is here. What's up, Fish? Good morning. Happy New Year's, my friends. Resolutions are like fishing in a pond with no fish. Why bother? LOL. I mean, that's a good thought as well, I would say. Lee said, I ordered a chair on Wayfair and later canceled it. Then they tell me the order cannot be canceled and they haven't even shipped it out yet.
Ooh.
So I have to go through the return process and pay for shipping. Ridiculous. I mean, if they haven't sent it, they can't stop it?
Yeah, just leave it where it's at. Don't touch it. What the hell?
Ridiculous.
Can't you text the people in the warehouse? Like, don't touch it.
We also had a meeting, the three of us had a meeting at my house over the holidays, and we talked about name change of the show. And I think we kind of decided to do it.
Drop that bomb already?
Oh,
I mean,
there's
should I not
Stevie's
talk
at the
about-
window pounding on him?
Oh, no, it's okay. No, we can. I just...
Worried.
So the show has always sort of been called You Have Power. Well, not always, because it was behind the law before on other stations. But since we've been here, it was called You Have Power with attorney Justin Clark. And like, do we need to say attorney Justin Clark anymore? And then do we want to, is You Have Power kind of like a religious program? Or do you just not care? I mean, really, who cares about the name? So we're trying to figure out what to do. And I think you guys were saying it should be the Justin Clark Show. Is that right? But then is that like genius as well? Because we have, let's see, the Shannonburg Show, the Ed Till Show. And there's nothing separating it either. So I don't know the right answer.
You did know the right answer that night.
So what do you think?
now-
All right, what do you think? What do you think?
Change?
Yeah, what changed between
It just, look,
that
I
night
You
just
and
want
sobering
now?
up and
I want to
now.
be. I want to be sure. What do you think, Lurch? What do you think,
I think the Justin Clark Show is a good name for your show.
Brianna? What do you think?
I agree.
Can we get with Stevie, maybe Shane on this too, though, and get their input?
Sure.
Because before we actually switch it up, we should probably talk to our bosses, because they are it is kind of their air, so to speak.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe can you be tasked with that,
You
with
sure, or
talking
are you
to
gonna try to
Stevie?
call me
Actually-
a snitch?
No. I'm saying on the air that I want you to talk to them about it.
Scribe, pull
Yeah.
forth an email.
I would say.
Put an email up. Tag them, tag him.
I mean, I do
CC
think
him.
before we make any solid announcements or start working on art, we should at least talk to our bosses about it.
BCC me.
What's funny is that night he goes, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah,
gonna
come
do it.
Monday. I mean, that's it. I mean,
Make it happen.
Well, come Monday, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I mean, I felt pretty passionate about it then, but I want to make sure we're making the right
Was it
decision.
because you were under the
I
influence? or-
think that it's because I've always sort of thought that, but I really wanted to talk to our audience about it, but we should also probably talk to the bosses about
Oh,
it.
no.
Wait a minute. What if the
course.
bosses and everyone else says yes, but the audience says no? Then what?
Then we'll have to make a decision. I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
like how bad we want to piss off the audience, or what's the decision?
yeah. I mean, I think if the bosses say no and our audience says yes, then I think we have to go back to the bosses and say that the audience is clamoring for
Gotta
it.
give
Yeah.
the people what they want.
You're right. So I think that's how we will handle it. But that's why I think we're asking everybody now. You're going to ask the bosses later.
Yes.
But I'm asking you now, do you care? Number one, maybe you just don't care. Like, look, I don't care what the name of the show is. But how, like, marketability for us, does it make a difference, Brianna, do you think?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How does it make a difference marketability
Are
for
you
us?
saying like how does that make us more marketable?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's not a sentence fragment. You have power is kind of like, what do you have power? What do you have the power to do? What do you have the power for? You know what I'm saying? So maybe like if it's just the Justin Clark Show, it brings in.
What? You?
It's not a Do you think it sounds religious in essence?
Yes. You have power, and you have Jesus. It kind of sounds like a preacher. And again, that's how you get jets. So I'm not sure if we should go away
Right.
from it.
I was like, but do you know what we don't have? Private jets. So
Well,
let's.
and we don't talk about we're not.
You know what you don't have.
read what Karen just put.
Okay, Karen checks in. I like the name change of the Justin Clark Show because anytime I ever tell anybody about you guys, which I talk about you guys a lot, I say Justin Clark on Florida Man Radio.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay. You guys have a brilliant show, and I love it. Thank you. Colin said, if thou change thou name, thou can devour a satchel of Richards. Okay.
Satchel of
But
Richards.
see, that's what we were talking about though
Yeah.
that night. You said we had an identity crisis.
Yeah.
So I
Oh.
said, okay.
That's true. So what have you decided? Like, what are we?
All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to talk to Stevie because I got to run right out of here after the show, like always.
Like always.
You're
Why
going
don't
to
we
talk
just
to
get Stevie here on the air and just hash it out.
He doesn't
just
like. I don't
that,
think he
yeah.
likes to be put on the spot.
Knocking on
I
the
mean,
wall.
if I see him knocking on the window, we'll have him come in and get his input. But generally, he doesn't like being put on the spot. And I think he might be listening to country music more than us anyway sometimes. I mean, when you walk by his office, what's it normally on? Us or?
Actually, he has us on.
Oh, really? Okay. Shh. Sorry. I just thought, they're kind of changing some things. I thought maybe spending more time on that.
Oh, whoops. So since he already knows, we can gauge it.
I heard some people bragging about him actually over the holiday.
Yeah.
Because we have some sister stations up in Ocala, as you probably know. And they were, let's just say Bubba the Love Sponge was saying really good stuff about some of the work Stevie's doing up there.
That's awesome.
So I think Stevie's doing a great job. There was a lot of commentary about how good Stevie is doing. So congratulations, Stevie.
Good job.
There you
Good
go,
job.
You notice I'm kissing ass right now
Yeah, we
because I'm
have
afraid
to.
I can mess up.
Backpedal and kiss
It
ass.
doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, exactly, buddy. Thank you. Briana made a bunch of at least one appearance I know over the weekend. You remember before the break, Lurch, she was on like every TV interview with her vending machine thing called Street Team Movement.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Street Team Movement.
Thought he was like breathing or pausing.
So Brianna's actually a very good person. And one of my other resolutions, and I told your husband this via Facebook, this year is to try to celebrate your philanthropic. What is it? How do you say that?
Ask Colin.
Come on.
Philanthropic efforts.
Your philanthropic efforts this year. Because sometimes I sort of on the air will say, I don't know if you're really doing it to help people or to make yourself feel good. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty convinced you're doing it to help people. So one of my other resolutions on the air and off is to celebrate your philanthropic efforts.
Oh.
Easy for me to say.
I appreciate that, I guess.
As opposed to questioning whether you're doing them for your own personal narcissism or if you're doing them to really help people.
That's true. I didn't take the narcissist test, actually. I didn't. I slid right under the wire on that one.
So, as you probably know, Briana has these vending machines that give away free necessities, so to speak, for the underprivileged. Mm-hmm. How else would you describe it?
It gives out hygiene products to the homeless.
And why do you get uncomfortable when we talk about it?
What do you mean?
You get like you shut down.
Not really.
A little bit.
No, there's just sometimes you like ask questions, but you don't really want the answer. So I don't want to waste my breath.
Whoa.
And like I'm not saying that to be rude. I'll give you the answer that you want, so you can say what else you want to say. That's all.
Whatever. I don't even know what you're saying.
Is that not the truth?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like
for having me.
So the last time I spoke to you was a couple of years ago, and you were in the process of refurbishing an old food truck.
I'm telling you, our girl's getting famous. Were there other interviews over the break, or this one?
No. We actually did that weeks ago. It just aired, I guess, during the break. I didn't even know.
Help, with your nonprofit, help the folks on the street who are struggling a little bit.
Why did they have a British guy on this? I'm just asking.
Are they not allowed here?
No, they are. I just didn't understand. I am not.
Why is this guy? Get a load of this guy. He's British.
No, I didn't know. I think it sounds very professional. I like it a lot. I didn't know like what if that was their plan.
It's been a while
almost
since
like
we had the
something-
revolution. It's okay.
It's almost like something from National Geographic. He's describing. Tell me a bit more about that.
You've now come out with something brand new. Just explain what you've got here in terms of these, I guess we could call them vending machines or that style of thing to help people who are on the streets.
Absolutely. Yeah, the last time we did talk was we were just finishing up our renovations on our food truck.
Well, anyway, I can only play a little bit of it, but I just want to let you know Brianna's still out there on her tour, her promo tour for her nonprofit, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And again, seriously, I want to be more supportive this year.
Oh, that's
Is that
appreciated.
your resolution?
Is that his resolution?
Yeah, for the first quarter. Yeah.
We're gonna take it one quarter at a time.
Let's go.
This is all we can do.
Well, then you can make a donation of 10,000 then.
Whoa.
First quarter.
First quarter?
We're gonna go one quarter at a time. So okay,
Lord.
let's go. January, February, March support, and then we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how like his
then-
vocal support goes.
And then we'll give her a narcissism test at close to the end of quarter one, and then we'll figure out how we want to handle it in quarter two.
Can it be like a pop quiz so I can't tailor my answers?
Oh God! All right, let's take a break.
Pop quiz that.
When we get back, a lot of new changes, law-wise, here in Florida. The minimum wage is increasing here in Florida, but it's not a livable wage at all. Now, that being said, I'm not sitting here saying we should or should not increase minimum wages, but I'm saying it's very difficult to live on the minimum wage that we have here in Florida. However, I think you'll be shocked when you hear what the minimum wage is in Florida. However, it's significantly higher than the minimum wage in Georgia. The Georgia minimum wage is downright shocking. Let's just put it like this. In Georgia, you could not buy a number one meal over at the McDonald's for an hour's worth of work, for sure. You couldn't even buy the number one. And I think the number one's like the cheaper one normally, isn't it? I'll tell you about that and plenty more. Stick around. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
As Pilar hopefully is putting packages out on the front porch to be picked up so I can get my refund, we do not have to worry in my house about people stealing them. Now, it's the new year now, yes, but these porch pirates are still out there stealing your packages that are now going to be returned. And you're not going to get credit for it when they steal it. But we don't have to worry about that at my home because of my good buddy Tom Chris from Home Security Alarm Experts. They are Central Florida's authorized ADT provider, has hooked me up with the ADT Command app where I can see what's going on at my house at all times. The video cameras in the front, back pick up absolutely any movement whatsoever. This is not one of those things where you see someone breaks into a convenience store and you can barely make out the face. I mean, this is like high definition, awesome quality stuff that you can give right to the police. They're going to find these people. But at the same time, from my app, like my brother was here visiting and we weren't home and he was heading to my house, I can lock and unlock the door directly from my app. All the while, it's monitoring my home for burglary, theft, carbon monoxide, fire, flood, everything. All from my smartphone, all from anywhere in the world. I love it. And you're going to be surprised at the cost. Very, very small monthly fee that you have to pay. Less than I pay for the YMCA to protect my family. You can do the same. Do yourself a favor right now. Go to FloridaManAlarm.com or call 844-517-0545.
Florida Man Radio.
Previously on the Bubba Love Sponge Show.
We did get back in the gym that one time.
I think one day I go, hey, Lummy, you want to go training? It's just right around the corner. Yeah.
I thought we were going to do a full workout. We were there for like 15 minutes.
That is a full workout.
I was like, we don't want to start too fast on the first day.
Bubba the Love Sponge, morning 6 till 10 on Florida Man Radio.
Hi, this is Connie Gellner from Stanley Steamer. Did you know Stanley Steamer has an 8-step process when we clean your Oriental and area rugs? You love your area rugs. They match your home. So trust Stanley Steamer to clean them with our state-of-the-art process. Call 1-888-STEEMER.
Has 2020 got you feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or like you're missing out on good times with friends and family? Stop waiting. Giant Recreation World can help, giving you the freedom to travel anywhere, anytime. Life isn't canceled. Enjoy every day with an RV from Giant Recreation World. Family owned and operated and able to handle the demand. New inventory is arriving all the time, and all new and selected pre-owned RVs come with a lifetime warranty. Plan your next adventure now with Giant Recreation World, home of the lifetime warranty. Visit a location near you or online at giantrecreationworld.com.
Did you know that we've been in cannabis prohibition since the year 1970? Today, medical cannabis is legal in the state of Florida and available in multi-formats for in-store purchase and delivery. The process is simple. Find a qualified doctor. Once approved for your medical cannabis recommendation, you can register with the state to make your first legal cannabis purchase. If there was ever a time to explore this natural form of medicine, the time is now. Find out more at TrueLeaf.com. That's TrueLeaf.com.
Stop paying high electric bills and upgrade the value of your home today with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. It's never been easier. With no money down and financing options available, you'll be using the power of the sun to take back control of your power needs in no time. Get a free consultation and assessment of your home's savings opportunities by calling IQ Power Solar today at 407-585-1018. Or to learn more, visit IQPowerSolar.com.
Tune in weekly with Justin Clark during You Have Power for a new real estate segment, Real Sense, featuring Dawood Bedrosian from Remax Town Center.
Hi, this is Dawood. I'll give you the facts on real estate trends as a buyer or seller, ways to find investments, what to look for when searching for a property or vacation home, flipping homes, owning versus renting, and how owning real estate is the cheat code to your success, plus a whole lot more.
Join us every Tuesday and brush up on all things real estate. Got a question? Call or text 321-339-1055 and get real-time responses. Real Sense, getting real on real estate with Dawood.
There's only one original stuffed crust, and it's only from Pizza Hut. The only place that gives you up to 3 toppings on your original stuffed crust for just $11.99. Order yours online at pizzahut.com. Ask or click for limited time offer. Extra charge for more toppings and extra cheese. Exclusions apply.
Get your fix of Florida Man Radio anytime and anywhere you are. Of course, you can catch Florida Man on 660 AM and 105.5 FM. But now you can listen wherever you are with the all-new Florida Man Radio app. And don't miss a second of the conversation at home by listening on your Alexa device. Just say, Alexa, play 105.5 Florida Man Radio. Florida Man is everywhere, unfiltered, unafraid. Get it how you need to, now. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
Felt like a quick break, Lurch. Welcome back. 321-339-1055. Speaking of Lurch, Briana, when we first came over here, Lurch was doing the production for the guy who wasn't Ted. And it was Ledge who actually just walked in one day and heard you and said, you're Lurch now. Your actual name, Fernando, is your actual name. And I think Lurch is kind of going through this whole, like, rock complex. You know how The Rock used to be in the WW whatever, I guess? Mm-hmm. And now, isn't he trying to go by his real name now? What's his real name again? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he's trying to go away from that. Because he wants to be taken more seriously. And I get, his profession. Lurch hasn't really come to me directly with this, but I get the impression that Lurch wants to go a little bit more serious on this as opposed to being Lurch. Now, when I first took over this time slot, I actually asked, I believe it was Stevie, and I said, do we want to stick with Lurch? Not you as the person. We wanted to stick with you as a human,
as the producer.
But we wanted.
You said that one day.
But we wanted to figure out your name, and I was like, should we go now to something like Fernando, or do you want to stay at Lurch? And very quickly, they told me, our bosses here told me that Lurch likes. I think they even said though that you like being Lurch. So I was like, hey, if we want to stick with Lurch, I'm cool with that. I just wanted to broach the subject. But here lately, I've been feeling like you want to be taken a little bit more seriously and maybe kind of switching to Fernando. Yeah. Now, I think this is also the thing that you might want to talk to the guy on the other side of the wall about. Because I don't think this is a decision that I can make necessarily.
Guy on the other side.
I mean, Briana, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, and how do we then do that? Like, how did The Rock is cooking. How did he go from that to being like the highest paid film star? I'd like you to call me Dwayne. You can say The Rock Johnson, but does he even put The Rock in there now, or is it just Dwayne Johnson?
Normally, it just says Dwayne Johnson, but like when they announce it, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Like in their promos, they'll do that. Because like in the promo for the show, we could say Fernando Lurch or something like that. We could figure out how to slip the Lurch in there.
Well, I feel like just Lurch's voice is so unique, especially on the air, that if we even started calling him Fernando today, that the listeners will still know that that's Lurch. The viewers will know because they can see that that's Lurch, but our listeners are going to know because he has an incredibly unique voice that they're not going to mistake, like, oh, we've replaced Lurch with another guy that sounds exactly like Lurch. No, it's still Lurch.
The weird thing for me is he sounds just like a regular dude to me now because we talk all day, every day.
Right.
I don't even notice your voice is unique anymore. You just sound like Fernando to me.
I mean, it also has to do with, let's say, this year as well. I really want to start putting myself out there more on like social media and things like that. Because, I mean, let's be honest, I can't be poor forever.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are making their names like social media. Well, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I want to do more in that realm, or let's say like voiceover as well.
So he's trying to get rich on us and leave us. That's what's happening.
No.
You're going to stay Lurch.
I want to expand my horizons outside of work.
He does have a very good voice, and I mean, he's not going to leave us, even if he does some other voiceover stuff. I think that's fairly traditional in this business. When you have a voice, like no one's going to call and ask me to come in and, hey, can you do the trailer for this movie that's coming out? I don't think they're going to call me on that, but they might call him.
Well, they can if they want the.
Movies
in theaters in March.
No, but also too is just it's like my outside world is different than my than the radio world, which is okay, which is good. But it's like now, it's like I'm trying to fuse them together.
Let's say you go to Taco Bell and you go inside and you place your order and you're like, you know what? Or the person at the front desk says, do you call it a desk or the counter? What is that? What is that? At the counter.
Yeah, the counter.
Under where it has the prices and the menu items.
Front
You know,
desk
that
is at a
place.
hotel.
Okay. And you're there, and someone would say, you sound just like that guy Lurch from the Justin Clark show, but your name's Fernando. You're like, no, I am Fernando. It's like the Lurch thing. Is that kind of what you mean? You kind of want them to know you're a personality. You want them to know it's you.
No, I mean Lurch is a good name, but it's just the more I associate. Well, not associate, but the more people like call me that, to me it doesn't sound
right.
Like
Professional.
Well, no, it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound. It doesn't indicate where he's going. And it's kind of like The Rock. The Rock really worked because that's a tough name when you're a wrestler. But when you're an actor, you don't want to be known as The Rock because you don't want to get typecast into certain roles. So now he's able, as Dwayne Johnson, to do so many different other roles.
I'm having the same situation that Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel had, and also Trooper Steve. Steven Montero's,
I was thinking about Trooper Steve today.
But I feel like I've only been in this business for a year. I feel like I still have time to change it. If it's been like 10 years, that's a different story.
I mean, any thoughts on new names, by the way, for Lurch? If indeed we get the green light to do that, let us know what you would want to call Lurch. At 321-339-1055.
I'm not going to go from Lurch to
Patsy.
Yeah.
Patsy.
Let's see what you think. Eddie checks in. My boy Eddie, what's up, man? I think this is Eddie. And I know because at the end you put anyways. If this is not Eddie, let me know. Don't worry, we will come up with a new nickname for Fernando anyway. So they're saying you can go to Fernando, they're going to come up with something else anyway. Right. So says Beanbag Nation.
Thus says Beanbag Nation.
Thus.
I'm dead.
Bill checks in. Good morning, Bill. How are you, sir? Greetings, everybody. Happy New Year. Glad you're back on the air. If it ain't broke, well, never mind. Go for it, Fernando. So Bill is supportive of it. Oh, Big A checks in. Good morning, Big A. He sounds like Jaws on 007. So you're going to go with Jaws?
No, thank you.
Hey, you'd rather stay at Lurch than go to Jaws?
I'd rather be Fern.
Like Fern.
Fern. Okay. Fern's not bad.
Fern's not bad.
I mean, that's what they call me, like, on the soccer field.
Yeah, Fern. Fern.
That's what they call him on the soccer field.
But then Fern sounds like a tree.
It also sounds like a 68-year-old woman.
Oh.
True.
You play bridge.
Playing bridge. Drinking whiskey with her tea. That's old Fern for you.
Colin.
Senior citizen now?
Let's see here. God. Sorry,
You know what, Colin?
Jeremy checks in. Welcome back, Beanbag Nation. Lurch needs a talent agent. You are worth millions, bro. Okay, there you go.
And with that comes Fernando.
Eddie wants to change the name of the entire station, actually, to
Lord.
Fernman Radio.
Hey.
Fernman Radio.
That's not that bad. So what is Colin trying to say? Let's be honest, even I had to look up brooch. Oh, everyone getting fancy today. Thank you, buddy. He's talking about I said brooch earlier.
Oh, brooch, that's right.
I hope I did it right.
I believe you said it in the correct.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Lee checks in. How long has the Justin Clark show been on the air now? When did you start the program? About an hour ago. About 45 minutes ago.
Thanks for asking, Lee.
Yeah, about 45. I mean, really not even yet. Because we haven't run it by the upper management.
Well,
Right, so we're really not on the
they
air
already
yet.
rejected our week off.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just so
We
you
are
know,
off
I
to a
walked in
bad
this morning.
start.
We went ahead and asked for the end of the year because I was like, oh, only 52 weeks to go. We'll be done with this thing. And so we went ahead and requested the last week off. It was rejected.
Immediately.
Apparently.
On site. How dare they?
Karen said, Fernando, you'll always be lurching in my heart. So go ahead and change it now if you're going to do it. I think that would be a smart move, especially if you want to advance your career and go into voiceovers, which I think you would be absolutely fantastic at. But you have a voice that is unmistakable and will always know it as Lurch to me.
I'll say, so Eunice and I, we went to Spain back in maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we saw Deadpool 2 over there in Spanish. And I think for me, when I heard the actor that plays Juggernaut in Spanish. I mean, his voice, when I say it, exactly like mine, I think that's when it hit me, and I was like, what the hell am I doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing?
Like, what in the hell am I doing? Like, I've been to Brazil, Colombia, I've been to these other countries, and there hasn't been like a voice like mine there. And in my mind, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why can't I?
You can go, wow.
Why can't I start doing these things? Not just here in America, but like internationally.
Yeah.
And I think that keeps resonating with me. And I think when we were having that talk the other night, I think that's where like my mind was going.
I think he deserved that. Now, I don't know if did he just threaten to quit?
No.
Of course not. Okay.
He said we are going to be the vehicle of which he launches his career.
By the way, I had a dream that I got fired from the show. This is maybe like 3 or 4 days ago.
Whoa.
I had a dream that I somehow I plugged something in wrong here and it started a fire. And everyone else was cool with it except for Shannon Burke. And Shannon demanded me to be fired. And I woke up before I knew the final outcome, but it sounded like I was about to get fired.
Because you lit the host stand on fire?
Yep, I created a little fire right here somewhere.
I think that's...
Is that fireable?
Fire in my office.
Yes,
I mean, I was
fireable.
trying to blame it on Bill Sullivan. I was like, look, Bill left this cord here, and he shouldn't have done that. But I plugged something in wrong, and it created a fire at my host station
Wait,
here.
that's all you did was just plug something in?
Yep.
I mean, sounds like faulty wiring to me.
And it seemed like everyone was okay. I mean, they weren't okay with it. They weren't happy. But then Shando rolled into the meeting like, look, we got to right in front of me, like, we got to let this guy go.
Dang it.
We can't be having a host create fires here at my studio.
Points to Justin.
No. It was very clear he was angry with me.
Get him out.
And I thought he would just want to, say, look, you got to do better. You need training or something. But no, it was a full-blown, you got to fire this guy.
And what did you do in your dream?
I woke up,
He
thank
woke
God.
up in a panic and cold sweat.
Well, I mean, technically, you're getting fired from You Have Power Radio, and you're starting your own media
We're not
company.
getting fired. We quit. We quit You Have
Rich
Power Radio.
checks in. What's up, Rich? Happy New Year. With that voice, there isn't another name that fits.
No, that's true.
He wants to stick with Lurch.
Oh, there's tons of names that fit.
Silly Justin, I wasn't talking about You Have Power Radio. What was the first time you aired on Florida Man? We started on Florida Man right after the hurricane in September of 2019.
That's right.
So like a year and a quarter.
September 2019.
September 2019.
And that show that you used to do at night was more what? It was more law-related?
Not
more
law,
business.
but more like it was more interview, like podcast format, I would think, where we would have like one person in and do a full hour interview. Not every show, but a lot of shows were like
with
that.
the intention of consumer protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got bored. And changed it up.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, I get bored very easily.
Did you notify management at that time that you changed it up, or
not really?
Not really.
No, I mean they've never told me what to do.
It actually organically changed.
Yeah, in their defense, they've never said you need to do this or do that, whatever.
Like during the pandemic, it organically changed.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we weren't able to have our sponsored guest come in and do the interviews, and they didn't want to do them over the phone, so we just did stories for 2 hours. And then
all of a sudden that turned into
boom, boom,
beanbag, and then.
But it wasn't all when we were doing 6 to 7. It wasn't all interview. I mean, it was some like this show, but not 100%.
It was like 15 minutes of this show.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the last 45 minutes.
Colin says, absolutely change it, Fernando. Do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now. Sean is here. What's up, Sean? How are you? Lurch, you need to be the voiceover for Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. Okay.
You know you love it.
Oh, God. Chet is here. What's up, Chet? How you been, brother? Morning, gang. Welcome back. Finally got you all back and got my Mondays back. Sitting here and drinking coffee. The name change should go like this. And now, the artist formerly known as Lurch, Fernando.
Presenting Fernando.
Yeah, I think that would work.
That's fact. I love that.
Don't you think that could work?
Write that down.
And welcome to the program. Wearing a tight-pressed Adidas t-shirt is the artist formerly known as Lurch, Fernando.
I mean, if Pete Diddy can change his name, then, Or,
5 times. I don't even know what he's called now.
Although he is a multi-millionaire, so I guess he can do whatever you
want.
want.
Yeah.
Call me whatever you want.
I don't know what he's called. I honestly don't know what he's called now. Is it Diddy? What is P. Diddy called now?
Sean Combs.
I call him Diddy.
So he's straight up Sean Combs now?
Yeah.
He finally found himself after all these Puff and all this other stuff. Bebby checks in. Good morning, Bebby. Good morning, 2021. Lurch is a good name. It's different. When you become famous, don't forget about Justin and Briana.
No,
yes.
no, never.
Right.
Thanks, bud.
Don't forget about the little guys.
Let's see. Lee said, I started listening to your show early last year when you were talking about Aunt Jemima pancake syrup. Yeah, did they ever change that? I mean, can you still get it or not?
I think they weren't changing the syrup. They were taking off the logo.
And is it still Aunt Jemima, or what is it called now? I haven't followed up on that story in a little bit.
No, let's check
I'm
it
still
out.
buying the great value of Publix brand.
They said it doesn't have a logo, just a thumbs up, like a check or something.
My mom checks in. Go for it, Fernando. I love you. You are amazing.
Thank you so much.
So it seems like most people coming down on we won't get mad if you want to branch out a little bit. Fern just seems too short. Fern, I don't know.
It sounds a little feminine to me. I don't like it.
I'll
call him Nando before I call him Fern.
Yeah. Nando. Yeah. Fernando, I don't know. Think about it.
Yeah, well, Nando also sounds like some punk kid. You know? He sounds like someone's going to mess your car up. Nando, you know?
One of these.
Wait, what is it? Let me ask you this. Fernando, Lurchando.
No, thank you. Sounds like horchata. Yeah.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done to go meet a girl? Whether it's in the middle of the night, just looking for, that, or like for a girl you just met to like try to prove that you were cool. Or same question for you, Briana, to impress a dude or to go get to a dude's house or something. Like you snuck out of your dad's window of your dad's house or no?
No.
Did you ever sneak out of your house?
They had an alarm system, honey. We couldn't sneak out.
Is that right?
There's no sneaking out. Upstairs, window open.
Really? So they had them all locked down on you.
Shut up.
That's actually a really good idea. I'm going to call Tom Christ, actually, about that. Because I don't know if all of our windows are... I mean, Sophia's only 8, so she's not sneaking out yet, but that's a damn good plan, actually.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
I haven't thought about that until right now.
You haven't done until right now? Yeah.
Well, it'll be kind of tough because you have your, your fire alarm. You have your... Also, you sleep on the porch.
Yeah.
Right? So you'll hear and you'll know.
Right.
Who's going to get in more trouble, when Sophia sneaks out or when Daddy sneaks in?
Both. You guys will both be like meeting at the back door pulling on it. Or she'll try to be sneaking in at like 3 a.m. and you're already on the hammock like, don't even bother, it's locked.
well, I clearly remember a time I was like 17 and I had met this girl.
What was her name?
Julie.
Oh.
Julie was her name. And I lived about, I'd say, an hour during a regular no traffic, no weather days. And somehow, and let's be, Mom, close your ears. Let's just say she was my first. All right?
Oh.
She was my first.
Oh.
And there I was.
Should've had me close my ears.
I was in Tennessee at the time.
You said 17?
And this was right around the holiday season, and there was a horrible blizzard rolling through. And I was like, you know what? I can make it to her house. And actually, Mom, I don't know why you let me go. I mean, maybe we fought about it. I'm not sure. But I was like, I'm out of here. And I wasn't exactly an experienced driver at the time, like 6 months into my career.
Because you're 17.
Yeah. And I'm in this Pontiac Grand Prix sports car with probably like terrible tires on it. I don't know.
What year?
I believe it was a 86. Maybe something like that. So this was probably 1996. So it was probably like an 86. And the blizzard strikes a little bit early, like as I'm leaving, just horrible blizzard. And I'm trying to get to this girl's house. And it is the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Just cars on the side of the road everywhere. And people in Tennessee don't really know how to drive when it snows either. And we're not very good at it. And
just Florida when it rains?
Yeah. Cars everywhere on the side of the road. And somehow I miraculously made it to her house, which was shocking.
Yeah.
But, it was probably worth the trip. But I'm just saying it was a dumb decision without question. However, I don't think it was nearly as dumb as this dude in Scotland over the holidays. Did you hear about him at all? A Scottish man traveled by jet ski across the Irish Sea to visit his girlfriend on the Isle of Man, which was closed to non-residents due to the pandemic. Meanwhile, across the Irish Sea, okay? This isn't like crossing over this lake behind our station here.
Yeah.
This is the Irish effing sea.
It says sea. Like it's a whole different body of water.
Sea.
It's a
Poseidon.
sea.
Dale McLaughlin, handsome guy. I mean, you know.
So you would go see him?
I want him to come, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure she was egging him on. Like, you can do it.
It's only 18 miles. Like, what?
Dale McLaughlin's jet ski trip. First time ever on a jet ski for Dale.
Wow.
He'd never been on a jet ski before. He's like, well, might as well start big. Let's cross the Irish Sea to go see this girl.
Do you have enough gas for that?
Like, how do you even
barely
gauge that?
So the forecast called for calm waters, he said.
Of course.
But as soon as he got into the sea at all, he was met by 6-foot-tall waves.
The sea said, oh, hell no.
And heavy fog, and he became lost. He thought it would take about 45 minutes to get across. It took 5 hours.
Oh, my God.
Somehow he did make it across. Never driven a jet ski ever in his life.
Like, what?
As soon as I hit open water, I thought, oh, my God. It was like getting a kick in the teeth. It was terrible. It wasn't sorry.
That's British.
Okay, you do Scottish then, Mr. Voice. Mr. Voiceover.
I don't know how to do Scottish.
Come on, voiceover boy.
Accent.
So right when he hits the sea, a wave crashed the jet ski over, knocked out his GPS, leaving him just lost there. Couldn't see land anywhere. No idea where he's going.
Oh my
I didn't have a clue where I was going.
What is happening?
He somehow, after 5 hours, reportedly made it to the Isle of Man with barely any fuel left.
Oh my
so he did make it there.
The jet ski's like, I'm going to make it for my sake. It has nothing to do with you.
But he was quickly arrested when he finally made it. Can you imagine? I just did 5 hours
lost
to get my jollies, and then I don't even, and then I get arrested immediately.
Not the jollies.
I just did 5 hours across the Irish Sea, only to get arrested.
Only to get arrested?
They say he met his girlfriend Jessica Radcliffe in September while he was working in the Isle of Man after being provided an exemption certificate.
You said he was in Northern Ireland, correct?
Hey.
I have him as going from, hold on, I'll tell you.
It was a Florida Man Radio on the yeah.
I don't know. I forgot where he was leaving from, but he was heading to the Isle of Man. I read it somewhere.
Distance from Ireland to Isle of Man is around 162 miles.
Across the sea.
I'm so sorry. What?
He was from the Isle of Withorn in Scotland to the Isle of Man.
Can I
Where's the
also
Isle
say
of Withorn? Yeah.
That homeboy thought, he said, well, it'll take like 45 minutes. He said, look at this map. They're right there. It's right there.
I've never been on one of these things. Let's see how this works. Hold on.
Goes pretty quick, right?
Oh, here I come, baby. I'm on my way. Uh-oh. It's not going to be the holiday I expected.
Says he had to walk another 15 miles from there.
Oh, my God.
Good old-fashioned
so he got there,
triathlon.
and then he had a...
Yeah. Did he have to bicycle 10 miles?
I got a question.
Yes, please.
And maybe this is inappropriate.
Okay, before you say that, it'll say, no, here it says it's about 25 miles from where he was to where he was supposed to get, and then in 15 miles more walking.
No thanks.
So 25-mile jet ski and a 15-mile walk. How good is this kitty?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Well, first of all, I don't think he knows. Because
he'll never find out. Now he's incarcerated over this joke. Like, my God.
I mean, 25 miles on a jet ski is pretty far, but 25 miles through 6 feet waves in the Irish Sea.
In the sea.
With no GPS. That's just never going to work out.
Aren't there sharks there?
Of course. Yes. It's a sea. Gonna be sharks.
There's a sea.
Henry checks in. What's up, Henry? Welcome back. My days are much, much better now. Missed you guys. Thanks, buddy. We missed you too.
Holmes.
Lurch, Dave the drummer said you would be great at voiceover work.
Everyone's supporting you.
I need to start.
Lee said, I still see Aunt Jemima on the shelves, bud. Was this Julie a cougar at the time? No, we were in the same grade.
Mrs. Robinson was the cougar.
And other depressing news, she actually died in a car crash like 2 years later.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I thought about not telling you, but then, I mean.
Jeez.
Very.
Well, hopefully you made it, really worth her.
Yeah.
for the last 2
For
years
her.
of her life.
Daryl, the pest guy, said, I was working overnights and I called out sick after I met this girl and she came over.
Called out sick, huh?
Dustin checks
True.
in. What's up, Dustin? Happy New Year. Good old Julie got Justin's blank in a box for Christmas. Well, no, unfortunately not. You know what I'm saying, Dustin? That's ill-timed text, Dustin.
Or just ill-timed when you read it.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Dustin's gonna feel bad in about 3 minutes.
Let's take a break. When we get back, we're gonna hit the minimum wage in Florida is going up slightly, but it's still like $3 more than Georgia. Also, Jacksonville man, Florida man, does not wait even until day 2 of the year before he decides to drunkenly steal a bulldozer and drive it through the front door at a hospital. I'll tell you about that and much more. Quick break in the news. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark. Florida Man Radio. The Ed Till Show.
With the yogurt, they live to 108 years old. They eat the beets, the borscht. You know, they came up with some good stuff, the Russians. I have nothing against the Russians before the Soviet, right? Russians are like everybody else. They're just, trying to live on the planet where they're stuck, navigate a river, climb a mountain, raise crops, and shoot people who mean them harm.
The Ed Till Show. Weekdays from noon till 3 on Florida Man Radio.
My New Year's resolution is to look like Shannon Burke. I could try to laugh like it, but that's still a work in progress.
Atomic Tattoos and Piercing in Orlando has exactly what you need to look like your favorite radio host with Tatted Up Tuesdays. Visit FloridaManRadio.com and register for your chance to win a $300 gift card every Tuesday in January so you can Burke your appearance. Atomic Tattoos has 4 locations in Orlando. They boast over 40 years of combined industry experience and each market is locally owned. It's Tatted Up Tuesdays with Atomic Tattoos and The Shannon Burke Show.
Karma can do the whole job as a full-service roofer and general contractor, from repairs and re-roofs to replacing, installing garage doors, windows, gutters, or screen enclosures, and anything on the inside of your home too. Karma can do the whole house renovation. Get a free inspection and make sure your home can handle whatever Mother Nature hands out this storm season. Visit karmaroofing.com or call me, Anoop Naik, at Karma Roofing and Restoration. It'll ring right to my cell phone, 407-860-3498. We do the right thing.
CCC 133-2723, DCG 1529-516.
Now, we join the adventures of Atomic Man. He's the Cape Crusader for today's confused tattoo and piercing fanatics. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Atomic Man.
Biohazard! Biohazard! Infection alert! Quarantine this tattoo!
Hey, a guy with a utility belt shouldn't be talking to me like that.
Listen to Atomic Man, you sick, sad, lonely man. Don't let just anyone put a needle to your skin. Atomic Tattoos and Piercing has the cleanest and safest state-of-the-art studios, meeting hospital standards. Sam, you won't have to pop antibiotics after getting a tattoo or piercing.
The oozing does really burn. I wish I'd met you sooner, Cape Crusader.
We've all learned a lesson, except that albino monkey. Only trust your body. Do Atomic Tattoos and Piercing. My work here is done.
Heed the words of Atomic Man. You can trust Atomic Tattoos and Piercing.
4 Orlando locations in Dr. Phillips, the Florida Mall, Curry, Fort West, and the UCF area. Or go to AtomicTattoos.com.
Stop paying high electric bills and upgrade the value of your home today with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. It's never been easier. With no money down and financing options available, you'll be using the power of the sun to take back control of your power needs in no time. Get a free consultation and assessment of your home savings opportunities by calling IQ Power Solar today at 407-585-1018. Or to learn more, visit IQPowerSolar.com.
I'm News 6 anchor Kirsten O'Connor. Here are your Monday headlines. Volusia County officials were forced to turn away hundreds of seniors wishing to get the coronavirus vaccine. The county says their distribution site reached capacity at 6 a.m. after some people lined up hours ahead of time for the shot, which is being given out on a first-come, first-served basis. And thousands of students are back in class for the first time since leaving for the holiday break. Classes are back in session for most districts, and that's coming with a warning. School leaders are urging parents to keep kids at home if they are sick or if they have been exposed to COVID-19. And SpaceX is set to attempt the first local launch of the year. The agency is set to send a Falcon 9 rocket into orbit tonight from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. It's carrying a Turkish communications satellite. The launch window opens just before 8:30. Remember, you can get breaking news around the clock on clickorlando.com and the News 6 app.
WDYC, Altamont Springs. WYGC, High Springs. A JVC broadcasting station. 660 AM, 105.5 FM. Florida Man Radio. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
Hour number 2 begins. Show number 1 of the year. Thank you for joining me. Briana is here. Lurch is here. It might have been a Pontiac Grand Am. I'm not sure. Now, I'm pretty sure, though, that my aunt...
Wait, hold on. Who did you say was here?
Fernando.
Oh, yeah.
Fernando Lurch. I thought we couldn't do that yet. I think don't you have to run it through the higher-ups to my left?
Yeah, it doesn't mean we can't.
Okay. We'll play with it. Yeah. But it might have been a Grand... I don't know, because Sean sent me a picture of his 83 Grand Prix, and the one I had was, like, more sporty. But, Bebby, you sold it to me. Are you here? Which one was... Or you sold it to my parents, I guess, but... Was it Grand Am or Grand Prix? I think it might have been Grand Am. It was a kind of sporty thing. So this is a Grand Prix. First of all, that's looking a little bit old now, huh?
Looks better than the O2 Sunfire I had.
Is that right? Maybe I had a Grand Am. Someone help me out. Oh, Jeremy just sent a bunch of pictures of Aunt Jemima all over the store shelves.
I mean, they're not. They said they weren't going to pull that product though.
That was the whole thing. They were going to pull the product, I thought.
No. They were going to change. They were going to do a rebranding. But they're like, if that junk is on the shelf, hell no. It stays on the shelf. We're going to sell it. And
so you think that this is still product they already had made and they're trying to get rid of?
Of course.
But they're probably not producing any new Aunt Jemima syrups right now.
Is this what yours looked like?
No, it didn't look like that either. Come on.
Did you even have a car?
You sure you didn't just walk?
No, I'm sure I did because actually, before I even turned 16 and got my license, they bought it for me, and I took it for a joyride, and it broke down on me. And I think I got in trouble for that.
Sure it wasn't a motorcycle?
No.
I mean, a bicycle that you took?
No. I've never ridden a motorcycle. And
we showed you the Grand Am and the Grand Prix. And
look, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Well, he wasn't worried about the make or the model of the car. He rode a horse to get Julie, okay? Let me tell you.
Anyone want to guess what the minimum wage is right now in Florida? What is the minimum wage right now? Give me a guess.
$8.60.
$8.56 last year.
Oh, okay.
Huge increase this year to $8.65.
Woo!
I mean, that's tough to live on, guys.
That is.
It is. I'm not sitting here supporting either raising it or whatever.
So
okay?
what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
We're just relaying the facts as they are.
I'm just relaying the fact. Yeah, it was a Grand Prix. But it doesn't look like the one. Thank you, Bebby. It was the Grand Prix. But it's not. It didn't look, maybe it was new. What year was it, Bebby? Do you recall? Because it doesn't look like the one that Sean just sent me. It was way newer than that. It was like way more sporty than that. What year was it?
So you had a nice car, just telling me.
I understand. Nobody cares about what car I had when I was 16. I know, but I do.
17.
I want to figure this out.
You can remember your own car, your first car.
It was a Grand Prix, but it looked newer than the 83 that he sent me.
My first car was the 1993 Honda Accord.
Boom. I always wanted what was the sportier Honda?
It was a coupe.
What was the sporty Honda? Do you remember what it was called?
Well, they had the Prelude, and they also had the...
I wanted a Prelude.
Mind you, sorry, hate to...
Yeah, please.
Don't want to harp on this. But that picture that Jeremy sent, you see how some of it has the logo and others don't?
No. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So they're I thought they were going to change the name altogether of Aunt Jemima.
No. I think it was the.
Nah, they're changing the name, not just taking the logo off.
Well, I think that's a good start.
So they've taken they've put some new stickers on some of them that doesn't have
her face on it.
Her face on
you
it.
See, they're also transitioning.
Yeah, that's like from Lurch to Fernando. Yeah. Just like from Aunt Jemima to we don't know yet.
So we don't know. They said we're just gonna put blank bottles of syrup out there in a minute. Y'all keep messing with us. We don't know.
It was brand new 1988 Pontiac Grand Prix.
1988.
Yeah. Can you pull up a picture of a 1988 Pontiac Grand Prix? I want to check this out. I want to see. I mean, it was a pretty good car, I think. I think it went fast. No, I guess that's it.
That is it.
I just remember it being more sporty than that.
It was like trendy for its time.
The gas pedal was like really, really hard. Like if you touched it, it would go flying. You know what I mean?
Do you have any pictures?
You mean flying like 40 miles an hour?
Yeah, I would go flying 0 to 30 in like 10 seconds.
Well, it was the 1988 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Well, she told me it was the Sport Edition. Maybe that's why it looks a little bit different.
Ricky Bobby said, "I want to go fast."
How much did she sell to you for?
I think we paid $5,000 if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 5 G's, maybe 6 G's for it.
So
which back then,
this is a Sport Edition.
Oh, that looks sporty.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. And Sean did say they changed the body after 87. So
They usually do it every 4 years.
Is that right? Is that the rule of thumb? Fernando Lurch?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Fern Lurch?
Lurch Ando?
So, your minimum wage in Florida... Sorry, allow me to digress.
Now we got that.
$8.65 per hour is the new minimum wage in Florida. I mean, multiply that by 40. Let's do it on math here. Let's see. Multiply by 40 to do 8.65 times 40. $346 a week times 4 equals $1384 a month.
That's gross though.
That's gross. And then take out the taxes. I mean, you're walking away with about
$900 a month.
About a G. I mean,
so you can pay for one bedroom inside of someone else's house.
It is.
That's
I mean,
it.
obviously, it is hard to live on that.
And you can afford a 1988 Pontiac Grand Prix Sport Edition, but you can't afford a.
In Georgia, the minimum wage in Georgia, $5.15 an hour.
What?
$5.15.
Sure, that's not for servers.
No. It's $5.15. Now I think there's a federal minimum wage that's more than that, but I think only certain businesses apply to that federal minimum wage.
Ooh,
so I mean, Georgia's way less even. A lot of other states have had their wages or minimum wage increase this year. California went from $13 an hour to $14 an hour. Colorado, $12 to $12.32. All these states are way more than Florida, believe it or not. Massachusetts is now $12.75 to $13.50.
My goodness.
The closest one to Florida looks like, I mean, Florida's the lowest. Ohio's $8.70 to $8.80. But Florida's right at the bottom of the list. Washington State, $13.50 to $13.69 an hour. I don't know. I don't want to give you my thoughts on this minimum wage thing because I don't want to get yelled at. Because you're gonna yell at me.
Who's gonna yell at you?
Everyone that listens to the program and.
All right, what's your thought?
I honestly think you got to pay people some sort of rational wage.
I think that as well.
Yeah.
And I realize that you can have both people in the house work or whatever, but. Damn. I mean, make a gross $1,000 a month for someone working 40 hours of stuff. I get it. I mean, they can try to find a different job or whatever. It just seems a bit low to me. That's it. It seems a bit low to me.
It is low. I don't know who's yelling at you about people making livable wages.
Oh, everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, well screw them.
Look, we're going to get complaint calls.
We'll complain. And you can call me directly. Because,
Okay, call Fernando. I will.
Call Fernando. He'll set you straight.
Dave the drummer said it's $7.25 an hour in Georgia. Well, when I Googled this, Dave, prior to the program, doing my extensive research.
You know Google knows everything,
I said minimum wage. See, I don't have to type it in because it's still there. The Georgia state minimum wage is $5.15. Employees covered under the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act are subject to the minimum federal wage of $7.25. But those not covered under FLSA may be paid the state minimum of $5.15.
Yeah, and that was updated December 24, 2020, honey.
So I don't know, Dave. I'm not sure about that.
Maybe he falls into the federal.
Yeah, I think if you fall under federal,
the Label
of course.
Standards Act.
Of course, it's $7.25. But I think if you don't, Georgia is down to $5.15. But anyway, I don't want to talk about this because it's going to piss you off. What?
You said who was living on that?
It's tough. And very, very
My first part-time job, I was making $6.10, and that was above minimum wage.
$6.10, and when was that? How many years ago?
2008.
I was making $5.75, 2004, 2005.
Yeah, I worked at Subway as a sandwich artist when I was 16 or 17, so that was
$4
22 years ago. But I don't remember what I was getting paid. I feel like it was like $5
in a bologna sandwich.
Well, I was definitely making extra on the backside because I was selling sandwiches.
Because you knew even then that wasn't a livable wage. That's why.
You got to take into account theft. you know, and everything that you stole.
Well, yeah, I mean,
$12 an hour.
I was making $5 an hour, but I was really making like $800 a week because I was selling sandwiches at school. Let's be honest.
My boy was waking up for it. He knew.
That's the kind of thing that I don't know if your parents are proud of you or not proud of you for something like that.
They're proud of you getting a job. They're not proud of you of stealing.
Well, is it stealing or is it? I mean, it is stealing.
I was definitely stealing because you ain't paid for none of that product.
It is stealing. You're right.
The 2 years before I got a job, because I couldn't work obviously until I was 16. Certain parts I could work at 15, but wasn't really able to because I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
So I actually sold candy. I sold candy bars at my school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they had on the base, because, you know, my dad was in the military, they had these 24 packs of full-size candy bars for $6.50. And I remember I asked my mom for an advance on my allowance. I bought 2 of them, and I sold them for $1 each. I came back, I paid her back, plus interest, because, you know, my mom's a businesswoman. And she never lend us anything without interest.
4.5%.
4.5%, right. 29%, I know, which is crazy, lady. Yeah, but literally, yeah, I went and I kept buying more candy boxes, and I got to the point I was making $150 cash a day.
What?
Per day.
What?
Per day.
I'd still do that if I were you.
It got to the point. It got to the point. The school called me and my parents and sat me down and said that the sports teams are not making their quotas because everyone's coming to me at Corner of the Market.
Let's say you work 5 days. That's $750 a week.
And they formally asked me to stop.
Rick in Mount Dora checks in. What up, Rick? Fernando has some opportunity in the future. Yeah. James Earl Jones and that Allstate guy are getting old.
That's right. They need someone to replace him.
That's a good point.
Right.
Say it's all in good hands.
It's all in good hands.
You're in good hands. You'll be all right.
Are you in good hands?
Are you?
I think something's wrong with our equipment.
Oh, no.
And I hear a little buzzing, don't you? There you go. Oh, that's what's wrong.
I was like,
Fernando, he's all wrapped up in figuring out what to call himself. He forgot to turn me on.
Forgot what he did.
I see what's going on here. Sean checks in. When I went to work in 1991, minimum wage was $4.35 an hour.
1991.
Hasn't gone up much
moly.
in 30 years. That's the point.
wild.
Is it? I mean, I think if you took 150 grand,
$4 and
30 years. I think if you took 150 grand in 1991, it's worth like $1 million now. That's not a scientific. I'm not giving you science here, but I'm pretty sure that's around the right number. I think 150 in like 1990 is like $1 million now.
Which is, so
for sure.
Putting that in perspective, the cost of a gallon of milk in 1991 was $2.80. The cost of a dozen eggs was $1. So like now, if you were to like take those basic things and see how much more they advanced, imagine if salaries were able to advance at the cost of everything else that's advancing.
What are you guys going to say next? That Trump didn't actually win the election? Are you going to piss everybody off today? Are you trying to really alienate your audience? First you say you want to increase minimum wage. Next you're going to say Trump didn't really win the election. Please. We're not trying to piss everybody off this year. It's ridiculous. You two.
You're right. You're right.
Line Dancing M checks in.
I'll be sure not to say anything around Jeff.
She wants to go with Lurch Nando. What do you think?
Lurch Nando.
No. He said no way, Jose.
He said no way, Jose.
James checks in. What's up, James? Restaurant cook, 1996 in Illinois, $3.25 training wage. Went up to $3.80 after training.
The hell were you cooking?
Damn.
That's why a lot of folks' stuff came with spinning, and they were pissed back there. Mad as hell.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, that seems low to me, too. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just going to always compare it to the number one at McDonald's. What is the number one cost versus the Big Mac meal? What does the Big Mac meal cost right now? $7?
Yeah, it's like $6.99.
Okay, so minimum wage
$7.56.
I think minimum wage should always be $2 more than what the Big Mac meal cost. Mm-hmm. Because I remember the Big Mac meal was like $2.99 back in 94, 91, something like that. Wasn't it $2.99? Do you remember that?
I think wasn't paying for anything in the 90s. I don't know.
My mom was not buying me a Big Mac meal.
I don't know what things cost.
Florida man shows up big time on January 1st, by the way.
Go big.
I mean, it's crazy. Florida man can't chill for one day.
I don't know.
I mean, you'd think Florida man would be hungover or napping or something on January 1st. Nope.
Back on his BS.
Florida man's back at it. Florida man in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, man.
And by the way, this guy still has not been caught.
Oh, geez.
An unidentified Florida man stole an excavator and drove it into one of the entrances of the Baptist Medical Center right there in Jacksonville.
Oh, not the Baptist Medical Center.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why not?
Was that the You Have Power Baptist Medical Center?
About 6 p.m., the suspect stole an excavator from a nearby construction site and then used it to ram into one of the Baptist 3 maternity entrances.
Not the maternity ward.
No one was hurt, thank God.
Thank God.
I mean, normally when you roll into a hospital in an excavator, bad things can happen.
Someone ends up hurt.
They haven't caught the guy yet. He's still on the lam. The excavator thief.
Was he in his 88 or 87 Grand Prix?
I don't think so.
He took off on foot.
I mean, what did he escape in? A riding mower?
Flew off.
Had a riding mower parked a block away. Escaped on the John Deere. This is true. Like, I know it's true because I got the story here.
Glass everywhere, but thankfully no injuries after a man drove a stolen piece of construction equipment right into the front doors of the Baptist Health Maternity Ward in downtown Jacksonville tonight. Thanks for joining us on.
How do you not catch this guy? I mean, don't they have security people all throughout a hospital, number one?
Yeah, don't they have...
Maybe have another, because I am all about prevention.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about construction equipment. Can you tell me, do you need a key?
I don't know. That's a great
turn
question.
These things on? And
You would think you need a key for an excavator.
Right. They be locking up the damn golf carts
That's
at
one key, but a few keys.
villages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they locking down golf carts.
I mean, in the villages, you need a thumbprint and a key, I think,
Right.
to operate the golf carts.
To even turn it on and then a breathalyzer to get it going.
Yeah, we just have, yes. But that's mostly court ordered up there,
right.
From the third DUI.
But you tell me I can just roll on to the Caterpillar site and just
I
grab
guess you just start it right up.
Wow.
Just boom, boom, boom.
Just clap on. Let's go.
It is crazy to me. Does anyone know the answer to that? Do you need a key for a
Yeah, call me uneducated
an excavator
on this matter because
I don't know either.
Maybe I'm oversimplifying this.
Sure, I don't know.
I have no idea, but it seems
hell?
pretty easy. Is that it?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
I was just trying to start it up. I had no problem.
Right.
It went boom,
You
boom.
said, press the start. Okay. Oh, I started. And like our boy out there on them islands, he never drove on the force.
Yeah, you just...
He said, I roll around for a little bit and then I just carefully landed in the maternity ward.
I mean, why the maternity ward? Of course. I mean, of all places.
It's the closest one.
Come on, at least go through like the orthopedic department or something. Well, I'm just saying, you don't want to. No one wants to harm little children.
So we gonna
like
kill the
newborns.
Wow.
I'm not judging people who are in the orthopedic department. I'm just saying it sounds better than going through the maternity ward where they're having little babies.
You just pissed him off.
Oh yeah, he's going. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, pissed him off. I don't care.
A lot of people are saying they need keys.
Let's see. Bill checks in. 1972 Steak and Shake, 80 cents per hour. Curb hop plus tips. $1.60 minimum wage.
Was that Steak and Shake or the other one where they had to wear skates?
I believe that was Sonic.
Sonic. Okay, I'm about to say, ain't no way in God's green you pay me 80 cents and I'm on these dangerous ass skates.
1972.
Oh God, no.
Colin checks in. I saw him on a jet ski after he ran through a moo cow pasture.
Very much so.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Same man. We knew it.
646 is here. Oh, you definitely need keys for an excavator. Nate checks in. What's up, Nate? Most equipment takes same key per manufacturer. One key can start a lot of machines.
Oh.
So maybe he's working at a different construction site. I don't know.
So did someone
That
leave the
makes
keys in there then?
I don't know.
And was he already had a pair of keys?
Was he already drunk at 6 p.m. is the bigger question.
One of the workers there.
He came back. Smart.
Sean said they do operate on keys, but they are universal with other tractors.
That's so dumb.
What? I mean, what?
Mind you,
that's like all the Pontiac Grand Prix have all the same key.
A lot of the same vending machines have the same key. we had to get special locks made because they send you like
Really?
a universal. So you take that key, and I could probably open a lot of vending machines around town.
You want to go try it after the program?
Absolutely do not. The hell am I doing? 200 bags of chips. Lucky.
Sell them.
We can go to my part-time. Their vending machine sucks.
That's what we can do. Stock their vending machine for them.
You do need a key to start most equipment on a job site. Some new ones have a keypad you enter a combination in to start. Huh.
I think it was in there 1111111 1111112.
Yeah, Pete is here. What's up, Pete? Road magnet. Every excavator I've ever operated required a key. The keys are not unique within a brand, though. A cat key will start any cat machine.
Hell.
I mean, that's pretty...
Scribe, dictate an email to Caterpillar corporate, please. We have words.
Scott checks in. What's up, Scotty? Good morning. I just realized I might have been sending messages to rerun broadcast. LOL. No problem. No, we were here. We just weren't responding to you.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you, Scott.
Christmas Eve.
What tipped me off? The fact that I was talking about Happy Halloween?
My boy has been talking for a week to nobody.
Looking forward to Labor Day weekend. Have a great one, everybody.
And for Thanksgiving, the turkey I got.
Sean says he works right next to that hospital, and there is a bar directly across the street.
But is there a construction site, baby?
Yeah.
Is there a construction site?
That could be. No, there is. There's a construction site right there.
And a bar.
And a bar.
Oh,
it's a combination made in heaven.
Hospitals?
What?
Aren't there always construction
It
sites
seems
near
like
hospitals?
it. Yeah, because that's where all the money's at.
Basically.
All the money I've noticed is with hospitals and televangelists. Those are the places where you can make a lot of dough.
Look, you need to specialize when you start in a hospital. We should just be televangelists, man. I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm going to sell some healing water.
I mean, earlier I asked you what you would do to go find that girl or boy. One dude rode a jet ski across the Irish Sea.
Mm-hmm.
But what would you do if you are in love and you're married and your wife comes home and says, by the way, I've been a lesbian this whole time, but I don't want you seeing other people, but I have a girlfriend. Because that happened with this lady on the Real Housewives of Orange County.
California, Orange County?
Yeah, Orange County. Yeah. What? We don't have Real Housewives of Orange County, Orlando.
I guess.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't watch any of those shows.
I don't either.
No,
but anyway, she came home and said, by the way, I've been a lesbian this whole time. I've never been attracted to you, and I have a girlfriend, but I don't want you seeing other people.
I'd be like, I'm a lesbian too.
How would you respond to that? We will answer that question and plenty more. Stick around. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
You're listening to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
And if you want to make sure that there are no other people coming in and out of your house while you're at work, if you know what I'm saying, all you need to do is visit my good friend Tom Christ at his website, FloridaManAlarm.com. I mean, this is how Pilar knows what time I get home, as you probably know. But it's also a great way to keep tabs on your family. 63% of break-ins happen during the day while you were at work. For less than the cost of a gym membership, you can protect your family just like I do. Lifetime warranty. You can move it from house to house if you need to. And it's monitoring at all times. Your home, 24 hours a day. Even for the silent killer carbon monoxide. Monitoring for fire, flood, but probably most importantly, for burglary. We don't need people coming up to your doorstep trying to steal packages and then saying, you know what, I see that TV inside. Looks like no one's home. Then they go in, but your family's home. They're not going to do that at my house because I have a big sign that says ADT and this big camera pointing right at the front door. These two red lights, look, they're not going to go to my house. And you can protect your home as well. Go to FloridaManAlarm.com or call 844-517-0545.
Florida Man Radio.
Hey, Bill O'Reilly here in a time where it's hard
For Americans to secure facts and arrive at the truth about important matters, I am here to give you reality. No spin, unfiltered, unafraid. Please catch the O'Reilly Update right here on Florida Man Radio, weekdays at 9:10 and 11:50. Brought to you by Jenkins Hyundai of Leesburg.
660 AM, 105.5 FM. Streaming at FloridaManRadio.com.
Karma can do the whole job as a full-service roofer and general contractor, from repairs and re-roofs to replacing, installing garage doors, windows, gutters, or screen enclosures, and anything on the inside of your home too. Karma can do the whole house renovation. Get a free inspection and make sure your home can handle whatever Mother Nature hands out this storm season. Visit KarmaRoofing.com or call me, Anoop Nai, at Karma Roofing and Restoration. It'll ring right to my cell phone, 407-860-3498. We do the right thing.
CCC 1332723, DCG 1529516.
There's nothing worse than having an unreliable mower. You're trying to take care of the yard, yet you're spending more time yelling and troubleshooting your mower than you are cutting the grass. Go see the mower guys at Main Street Mower and check out a new Toro today. The #1 selling zero-turn in America. Awesome supersized showrooms, and they'll teach you everything you need to know. Or shop new Toros online anytime at MainStreetMower.com. Get same-day free delivery. Visit the mower guys at Main Street Mower in Winter Garden in Claremont, your Toro headquarters.
Stop paying high electric bills and upgrade the value of your home today with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. It's never been easier. With no money down and financing options available, you'll be using the power of the sun to take back control of your power needs in no time. Get a free consultation and assessment of your home's savings opportunities by calling IQ Power Solar today at 407-585-1018. Or to learn more, visit IQPowerSolar.com.
Do you know how COVID-19 helped you out? It drove down home loan interest rates yet again. According to MarketWatch, you can expect to see rates drop even further this summer. UHAB Realty has the experience, knowledge, and bilingual staff to assist you in navigating your home purchase during these times. You know what the best part is? It's free when we represent you as a buyer. Call us at 407-733-4700 and mention this ad to receive a free home warranty when you close on your home.
Frogger's Grill and Bar locations are open for business. Oviedo, Apopka, Altamont Springs, Mount Dora, and Old Town, Monday through Sunday, in compliance with all state guidelines. Frogger's has plenty of to-go boxes, so you can still take advantage of their takeout service or through their delivery service partners. If you are ready to get out, Frogger's is the place. Frogger's Grill and Bar locations are open for business. Oviedo, Apopka, Altamont Springs, Mount Dora, and Old Town, Monday through Sunday. And don't miss out on Frogger's amazing menu, where everything is fresh, never frozen. Frogger's Grill and Bar, hoppin' with food and fun.
Tune in weekly with Justin Clark during You Have Power for a new real estate segment, Real Sense, featuring Dawood Bedrosian from Remax Town Center.
Hi, this is Dawood. I'll give you the facts on real estate trends as a buyer or seller, ways to find investments, what to look for when searching for a property or vacation home, flipping homes, owning versus renting, and how owning real estate is the cheat code to your success, plus a whole lot more.
Join us every Tuesday and brush up on all things real estate. Got a question? Call or text 321-339-1055 and get real-time responses. Real Sense, getting real on real estate with Dawood.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. Listen every weekday mornings right here on Florida Man Radio. Powered by Anna Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Get your fix of Florida Man Radio anytime and anywhere you are. Of course, you can catch Florida Man on 660 AM and 105.5 FM. But now you can listen wherever you are with the all-new Florida Man Radio app. And don't miss a second of the conversation at home by listening on your Alexa device. Just say, Alexa, play 105.5 Florida Man Radio. Florida Man is everywhere, unfiltered, unafraid. Get it how you need to, now. Now, back to You Have Power Radio with attorney Justin Clark.
Breaking news during the break. Miss No Resolution Girl starts shaking up some drink next to me. I have no New Year's resolutions. I just have 5-year plans. Anyone want to guess what she is shaking up next to me and drinking? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess at it.
Quinoa.
If you guessed a quinoa smoothie, You're right on the money. What is this? You've never had a quinoa smoothie before.
I had smoothies in here. I always drink smoothies.
Quinoa? No, this is a New Year's resolution. It is.
No, but I've added quinoa to this smoothie.
Because why?
Because I bought a new smoothie book. I did, and it has like 50 different smoothies in it, so I wanted to try them all.
Yeah, I don't have New Year's resolutions, but I'm gonna roll in on day one with a new smoothie book and a quinoa smoothie.
Well, this is technically day 4.
Yeah, it's day. This is no. Today is day 1. I understand it's the 4th.
I know you hate to admit that we exist outside.
Resolutions don't begin until that Monday. That is accurate. Everyone agrees with me on that.
Is that why this is the 4th one I've tried?
So, like, let's say that you were gonna, stop no booze or something like that. Was your resolution? You wouldn't start that till like that Monday.
What?
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how resolutions work.
But you started on Saturday.
You don't because I wasn't drinking. I was at home.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, resolutions don't start till today. Like you don't see people rolling into the gym on Saturday saying it's New Year. That happens today.
Oh, wait till the Monday.
Yeah,
and that's when the real year starts.
Exactly.
These are bonus days.
Everyone agrees with that.
What?
Trust me, I'm right. And you have a quinoa smoothie.
But that means I'm right because that means it's not a resolution. Since I definitely started this when I got the book on like Thursday.
Well, then you started prior to the New Year. That doesn't count.
That's why I said it's not a resolution. I bought a new smoothie book, so I wanted to try all the smoothies.
You should
except for like 2 because they have coconut in it, so I got to find an alternative.
You should make a smoothie
So
of your choice and have Justin drink it without telling him what it is.
I think I'm gonna take all the smoothies in the book and put them in one smoothie.
But you said that it was quinoa and what else in there?
It's a quinoa, banana, mango, pineapple. Yeah, I normally do like mango, pineapple. Maybe some kale.
The mango, pineapple, all that good, but the quinoa, I'm like,
yeah, the quinoa, like I can't drink it. I have to like stop, and I had to keep chewing and stop and keep chewing. And I was like, I don't think I like quinoa in smoothies.
Let's say that you've been.
I don't think I love this.
Scott said, "Grossulations."
Grossulations
to you, Brianna. Good job.
Shut up, buddy. You've been sending messages to the best of us.
Hey, let's say that you've been married for 20 years.
20, okay.
Have 5 children.
Wow.
And then your wife says, by the way, I'm a lesbian, and I've never really been attracted to you. How would you feel?
But 5 kids?
Yeah,
5 kids. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, because you had sex at least 5 times.
This is what happened, though, after coming out as a lesbian a few days ago.
Like it?
And revealing that she has a girlfriend, like a full-blown girlfriend. Real Housewives of Orange County star Bronwyn Windham-Burke.
Okay.
I could be mispronouncing that. Bronwyn Windham-Burke revealed she would be heartbroken if her husband were to move on with another woman.
What?
Yeah.
So you're holding him hostage?
Yeah. She's 43. She came out as lesbian last month.
Okay.
But now she did this other interview revealing that she has a 28-year-old girlfriend named Chris.
Okay.
No, excuse me, the mom of 7. Explained that her husband, Sean Burke, is supportive, and they're working on what to do with their 20-year marriage.
Wait, Sean Burke?
In light of her revelation.
I'm sorry, I got a question.
Go ahead.
So she's had sex at least 7 times with
a man. I think so. I mean, that's what God says here. I mean, you know.
So I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't like something,
you wouldn't do it 7 times.
I wouldn't do it like maybe once or twice. You know, just be like, okay, I gotta be sure I don't like it. So like 1, 2, 3 times, like, okay, I'm definitely sure this isn't for me. But 7, baby, like what?
She said that they both want to stay married, but acknowledged the divorce might be in the cards for them. In response to another question about Sean moving on with another woman, she admitted she would be heartbroken.
What do you expect?
So what?
She would be heartbroken.
Sean, I'm a lesbian too, honey. Don't worry.
The Sean dude was actually sitting beside her during this like Instagram question and answer session or whatever.
Wow.
He actually said, "I'll probably will date other people, but I'm not sure when. It kind of sucks. It's hard figuring it out."
You know, his ass already. He already has.
Oh right.
He's already going through whatever snowstorms like you.
My boy got the black book out.
Yeah.
So the question was, how do you think you will handle it when Sean eventually meets someone?
Bitch. No, we've said before, I know, we're working on it. We're working on it.
She just said she would call her a bitch.
So is she like trying to convince herself?
I don't know. Progress, big time.
We're working on it.
I get this a
You're being very selfish in this whole situation. If you want to be with someone else, let Sean go.
And I don't own Sean. You know, I've been like, go, do whatever you want. Sean wants to be here. He wants to be with the kids. We are a family. So this isn't anything that I'm doing. It's just where we're at right now, and that's okay too, you know? What? Okay, Chris, I'm not...
Wait, is a girlfriend there too?
No, just her and Sean.
Oh, okay. She said, okay, Chris. I was like, oh, snap, baby.
A lot of her followers were calling her out for being selfish.
That is selfish.
By barring her husband from doing exactly what she did.
Which is that like hypocritical?
She actually said she is being unfair, but explained that's why they're currently in therapy together.
She wants to have her cake and eat it too.
You can't. You can't have it both ways.
And keep him from eating the other cake. Like, she just like, dang. Can we share your girlfriend then? Shoot,
what if her girlfriend decides she wants to try some Sean?
Right. Now we a throuple. Let's just be a throuple. It's you, me, and her.
She acknowledged her husband of 20 years and explained that she loves him, even if she's never been attracted to him or any man.
What?
I love Sean. I love him dearly. He is my person. He is my family. But I'm not attracted to men, and I never have been. That's messed up.
You were on at least 7 occasions, honey.
That is messed up.
Although it says here, Sean's net worth so far is $3 million.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. How much is her net worth? Normally the women.
Don't even ask me how to spell her name.
They blow up after these shows.
Braunwyn.
Oh hell. No.
Bronwyn.
Just start typing the first 3 letters. Hopefully Google picks up the rest of it. Did you mean? Yes, Google. Thank you.
It just says her net worth is around $3 million.
Oh, they share it. Oh, that's why. Sean said, I ain't leaving because I don't want to be a $1 millionaire. Like, what the hell? I spent $1. I already got the group. Nah.
But don't you have to be like even richer to be on these shows?
I thought that. I mean, we had this. Brianna and I had this fight one time. She was trying to tell me that one dude made like $1 million an episode on what was that show called?
Oh yeah, Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. And I said, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 90-day fiance, they're not paying these people even $100,000 an episode. I don't think.
But also, some of the people on like Real Housewives Atlanta make more than they're not created equal. I know that.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of this one. I think if you mentioned names of some of the other Real Housewives, I would have at least heard of them. I had not heard of Bronwyn Wyndham Burke. I have not. Have you?
You sure she wasn't one of the Desperate Housewives? She got old money, she said no.
That's messed up.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Honey,
what would you say? What would you do?
Right. What if Pilar came to you and said, honey, let me tell you something.
I mean, I don't know. That's a tough call. And then to mention it, to top it all off, she's like, I've never been attracted to you either.
Right, like, that's like, what the?
Not only do I have another girlfriend, like, we're an item, and I've never been attracted to you.
We're an item.
And by the way, I don't want you, sleeping with other women either. So what?
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
Right, that's when Clarky's getting, flipping up tables.
Hey, I don't know about this. I mean, I think at that point, you have to let the other person sleep with other people too, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, you cannot have it both ways. Just because she's now in a same-sex relationship makes no difference, does it?
No, and the other thing is that women normally oftentimes get in a relationship and it's very, very emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
What?
Just no. I'm not responding to that.
Women are emotional creatures.
I will let you take. Ladies and gentlemen,
men will cheat just for the purpose of having sex. Women will cheat for the purpose of having an emotional connection with another human. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Oh, whatever.
Lurch, do you?
Karen, get my back,
nope.
girl. You're a woman. He can't speak as a woman, so you know what? I can. But I'm letting you know that she is being incredibly selfish. She is being mad selfish. He can't even go and have sex with somebody else?
What a girl.
For him, it's just sex. I'm just saying. Maybe. I mean, he might go wife up on her. I think that's what she's worried about.
What would it be for you?
Nothing.
Big A checks in. Big A said, I'd say let's have a threesome or more.
Or more, he says.
Al the mailman checks in. What's up, Al? Welcome back. Happy New Year's, my friends. Happy New Year's to you as well.
Yeah,
I think it's messed
tell
up.
her, hey, let's try it out. I don't know if I don't like it. If it don't try it.
Yeah, right. I gotta try it like you did at least 7 other times to make sure I don't. Like
actually,
it.
I don't have to try it to know I like it. Actually, you know.
Ask my boy on the jet ski. Look, I like it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would go 27 miles through the Irish Sea to do that.
My boy said it should be no more than 45 minutes.
Please. I'd take that guy's bulldozer to the Irish Sea to get there. Without question. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think I would take a bulldozer through the ocean to get to something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see why I wouldn't.
Don't see why I would.
I don't know why not.
You want to comment, but now you comment. And see, look
Did
at you.
Did you say threesome or more?
Here
we come.
Baby, fire up the caterpillar. We on our way.
All right, baby. Don't move an inch. We're on our way. Oh, it broke down. Maybe because I'm driving it through the ocean, through the Irish Sea.
Caterpillar's like, what the hell are you doing to me? What is happening?
John Deere's not amphibious, apparently.
Please stop.
It's messed up.
Cut it out.
Oh, did you hear about these vaccine sites that opened up today?
The vaccine.
The vaccine.
Not the vaccine, Jesus.
The vaccine. Over in Daytona Beach, I believe.
Okay.
At the Daytona Stadium. I think that's where they have the minor league baseball team, I think.
Daytona Stadium.
So they plan on opening up the vaccines today to 65 and over people. They're going to open at 7 a.m.
So Fern's going to be there.
Yeah, they ended up letting people in at 4:30 a.m.
Damn.
because they began camping out there.
Oh no.
Like Friday.
Of course they did.
They started camping out for the vaccine on Friday.
People have nothing better to do.
They had to shut it all down. They started letting people in at 4:30. They shut it all down. They started sending people away at like 6, saying, look, you have no shot of getting this. I mean, this is worse than like Best Buy giving away televisions on Black Friday, isn't it? I mean, what else do you see people camping out for? Oh, all right, PlayStation 5.
Right, or
at the
new
GameStop.
game, or a new iPhone or something dumb.
I saw a quick meme of Walmart. It said $600, say no more, and it had like aisles of like TVs under $600. They're like $545, $542.
Apparently, they have plenty of doses of the vaccine, but according to these doctors, they don't have enough people to inject people with. That's the problem. They have enough doses. They just don't have enough people to inject them.
Can't they just do like a self? I feel like everything's DIY now. Everything. At this point, you're gonna be able to like order a box to your house and do it on your own. So just can't we just skip all this?
It seems like you remember when they first started doing the testing? They first started testing. There were lines out the door.
Right.
It sounds like this is that, but even worse.
So silly.
You know what I mean?
Especially because like a lot of people that are waiting are elderly.
Exactly. Oh, Josh, what's up, Josh? Sup, Justin? First time listening.
Hey.
I have enjoyed the show. I expect to see you back here tomorrow, Josh. Thank you. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. I love you. I really, really do. Good show today. Briana, more about you can be found where?
Briana Daniel Official, all social media.
Fernando.
Nano the Fern on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining me today. Stick around. Bill O'Reilly coming up next, followed by Ed Till from noon until 3 when Shando takes over. He'll be here from 3 until 7. Back again tomorrow morning. The party begins with Bubba, the Love Sponge, at 6 a.m. Briana, I don't know much, but I do know one little teeny tiny thing.
What's that?
I'll see you right back here again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on the Florida Man Radio Network.